house is hot. It's a mobile home. And instead of running up my electric bill, because the other day the power was out anyway, I decided to use this setup. I had this here, the propane, and I had this, and I wasn't using it. I bought it at a yard sale, so I decided to put it to use. So I have some lemongrass, and I have some sugarcane leaves. Okay. I'm also going to give a tour of my garden. Just a few minutes of footage. Alright, and this is my pomegranate in North Florida, Zone 9A. This may be a good one. Normally, what I notice is they get some kind of fungus. This black thing, they never ripen and then they fall off. Not sure why. I tasted some at that stage and they're just not sweet. So I don't know if it's the variety, but I'm gonna let this keep growing. And if I get any pomegranate plants that pop up, then I'll replant those and hopefully they'll do better in this zone. Right, so that's how they look. They just get dark. I know we had a lot of rain and I don't know if that's what caused it, but here's one that really doesn't have the fungus, so I don't know. Maybe it's the rain, maybe it's the variety. Okay, so this used to be my first greenhouse, but the weather causes them to deteriorate after a while. It's those hobby greenhouses that we usually get off Amazon for $100 to $200. So I usually now just put the cattle panel over and some greenhouse 6 mil plastic, and I cover my tropicals. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that anymore. Whatever survives and make it survive. Whatever I could put in containers, I'll put in containers, but pretty much I don't think I'm being sustainable by running up my electric bill trying to heat a greenhouse because I want to keep tropical plants. It's not making sense to me anymore. And then I pretty much can't keep it to a certain temperature anyway because I don't want to run up the bill, so I usually just keep it around 30, and that I still lose some plants. So this year I pretty much just put the plastic, but I didn't add any electric, and they died. Most of the plants. This was sold to me as a ackee, Jamaican ackee. It's never fruited, but every year it pretty much dies back and come back. Even when I didn't add the electricity for the Christmas lights this winter, it still came back. All right, so this is the ackee. I think this is curry leaf. Every year it comes back a little bit stronger because it was a weaker plant, but it's coming back stronger and stronger. And below it is culantro. It recedes. This is the Barbados cherry. It pretty much died back and it's coming back. Pineapple. I have some corn. More pineapple. Have some peach trees. They really didn't give me any fruit, too much fruit, maybe 1 or 2 pieces of fruit on some of the trees, but pretty much we had a cold spell late while the tree was already in bloom, and I pretty much lost all my fruit. So sometimes they're looking like that or smaller, they drop off, or I was able to harvest 1, 2. Then here's one of my banana circles, and I have some racks. They're very small, but I'm grateful. This is a small one, but this is June 28th, and this is the earliest I've ever gotten them to fruit in here in Zone 9A. This is the only variety that is fruiting for me right now. Even this one doesn't have any leaves, but it has the fruit. All right, and so I have this circle, one of my banana circles that usually give me racks. They usually send off the racks in August or the end of July, and then I'll harvest them just as it's getting cold, but usually they're still green, and I use them as cooking bananas. This is one in a pot that somebody asked me to pot for them, but I'm not sure if they still want it. All right, so this is banana circle. Then these are volunteer squash. I'm not sure what that is. And my fig. Usually, the stores, they mess up the variety. I think it's either Chicago Hardy or Brown Turkey. This one, I'm not sure. But these are my fig trees. And every year, they're getting bigger and stronger. So these are supposed to be two different varieties that started fruiting already, and then here's this one which is slow to fruit. Have to trim it back, and I think this is supposed to be the VDB, Violet de Bordeaux. The leaves look it, but I'm not sure. So these are the figs. Here is a lemon tree I bought on clearance, and it pretty much died back also. It's a Mary lemon. Alright, and it came back, and I'm looking to see which Mary, if it's the improve or the regular. It just says regular Mary, and I have 2 lemons on it. I'm not sure which one this is in the Annona family, but I'm not sure which one it is. This is another Barbados cherry in a 5-gallon bucket. Over here, I have my cactus, some tomato, my kaboka squash, blueberry, and I have some corn and either sorghum or millet, and some pimento. These are not pimento, sorry. These are, oh goodness, those peppers. All right, I don't remember the variety, but it's a type of pepper. And then over here is where I usually have my roses. It's a lot of bush. We had a lot of rain. And here's a sweet potato vine. I'm just gonna redirect it this way. I think these are corn or sorghum. I'm not sure. I get confused. Sometimes they look the same. More cactus with the peanuts around it. These are brown top millets. That's the grain. Remember to plant your grains, your nuts, your protein. All right. These are some tomatoes. All right. So I have rose bushes. This is a watermelon vine. I don't really see any fruit on it right now. I have to get in here and get rid of some of these weeds. I have more peanuts, more roses, blueberries, rosemary, either sorghum or corn, some type of squash, moringa. Over here I have lemongrass, and that pretty much comes back every year. More roses. I even have some rose hips, and this is a kiwi plant. Okay. Over here, I try not to keep my containers empty. I'm trying. I still have a lot that are empty. But these are some beans, and I have cucumber, not cucumber, the baby watermelon. So these are some beans and the watermelon. And I'm gonna add some compost and see if I get another watermelon. Some beans, some pineapple, and over here I have more beans or peas with peanuts. Over here, oh, there's just my sawdust from my class. Alright, then I have my lettuce, some more beans, some more lettuce, a volunteer papaya that came up in the compost, and some more beans. This is the other side of my fig lane or fig circle. Just remove this leaf. I'll just put it in this bucket. Alright, this is compost. Guys, don't throw away your yard waste. It's like the best soil. Your grass, clippings, your old leaves that are not diseased. Ooh, it's the mosquitoes. Oh, goodness. Alright, so here's one of my grapes on the trellis. And over here, next to my bananas, are my sweet potatoes, some more corn, some peanuts. Okay? Make sure you address all the needs. And this is okra. Oh, goodness, mosquitoes. Then over here I have cassava 1, cassava 2, a cherry tree, loquat, sugarcane, have some figs, have mulberry, and another banana circle. But this one has never fruited for me. But I'm gonna get in here and feed the soil, maybe with some yard waste and some banana tea, and see if it would send off any for me. Sugarcane. W fox. Another banana patch. More cassava. Cassava 3. And cassava 4. That's my ground provisions. So my ground, what we call ground provisions in the island. So I have sweet potatoes. I have cassava. All right. I also have the bananas, which could be green cooking bananas. And I have grains like sorghums and millet. Okay. So that's how we could avoid going to the store. Banana circle. Another banana circle. As I said, I'm going to feed the soil. Let's see if they would push. And all of this, I'm going to rake up to the plants, or I'm going to put in my compost bin. This, as I said, this makes very good soil, this grass. Oh, yay. Here, more corn. More corn. That's for my flour. And since I don't use wheat flour, I use corn. More bananas, sugarcane for my sweetener, sugarcane. So I just have different circles of different types of sugarcane throughout the yard. And this is pretty much one side. So I'm gonna leave that other side for another day, and I'm just gonna walk back. Peach, apricot, no fruit. Grapevine, more sugarcane, and on this side, sugarcane. I'm gonna get in here with the lawnmower and the hoe and try to cut the grass down. Corn, field corn, that's the dent corn. You could grind it and use it as flour. That's a plum. No fruit this year with that. A peach. Another grapevine. I think I got 2 or 3 peaches off this tree this year. Apple. It send off the flowers but no fruit. Ooh. Peach, plum. And then back to the fig and the banana where we came from. The banana circle. So we have apple. I'm going to clear out this area today and I'm going to plant some more peanuts today. And loquat 1, loquat 2, the sugar cane. And we're back to the cassava and the sweet potato. And pretty much that's what's going on in the garden. Alright? So this is a shot from this way. Remember to grow your food, guys. Grow your food. Okay? This is Paulette with Love Skin Hair Garden. Do the best you can. Okay? Thank you for watching. Zone 9A Garden in North Florida.